it's been it's been year after year it's been building and building and building. Like, do you guys feel that? Like the love of Adventure Time from the fans and everything just going exponentially? Or?
Oh, totally. Yeah.
You can measure it like by Comic-Cons, I always say, because every year you just see more and more cosplayers. Every year we get a bigger room for our panel, and it's multiplying and growing.
We'll get to Hall H eventually.
Yeah, it does show no signs. Yeah, working our way up to Hall H.
Yeah.
It's like you keep getting reincarnated until you like reach Nirvana. That's like Hall H. You reach the highest level. But yeah, there does seem to be no end in sight for it, and it just gets more and more popular, more and more stuff that you see in stores, and the show continues, I think, to deepen and be great, and the people who write the shows and make the shows take it really seriously, and I think the product is great, and people appreciate that it hasn't started to suck.
Yeah, no, and it's there's such a wide range of people that the show appeals to, which is pretty. You have something when you're at a convention and the whole family steps up to say hello to you, and the baby's dressed as Lumpy Space Princess, mom is dressed as the Ice King, dad is Finn, and then and the boy is like I don't know, Lemon Grab or something like that, and you're like, I can't believe
there's like a little baby Gunter.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it just when a show like this, hits people on so many levels, you really feel the effect of it when people come to say hello to you and respond to the show when you're in a live situation such as Comic-Con. It's just mind-blowing, and you can never predict it.
Well, it's really special because a lot of shows that you work on are made for a very specific demographic. This is for 6 to 11. This is for, you know what I mean? Like there's a certain age of people that's going to be watching it, and this is a boy show for 8 to 12s, or whatever. And Adventure Time just blows all that apart, out of the water.
Yeah, 1 to 92. It doesn't. It's people.
It's really classic in that way, like just a classic fantasy that works on a whole bunch of different levels for people, and people identify with different characters on it. Sometimes the most obscure characters, like in a Boba Fett way, are the ones that like people identify the heaviest.
Yeah.
Maybe because they're a little more tabula rosa or something. They're like a blank slate,
Yeah.
But so there's more to project on to them. But that always blows my mind when like some character that's in an episode for 3 seconds, you see somebody dressed as it.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, somebody did a frame grab and a freeze frame and made a costume.
I had somebody come up to me yesterday. They were dressed as they did a mashup of Flame Princess and Doctor Who, and Finn and Doctor Who. They were it was really. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow.
That's meta.
Yeah,
that's meta happening.
Totally meta.
So one thing I'm curious about now, with so many episodes and with the fan interaction and the reactions, how has this show changed you personally, like pre the show and now?
Well, I get to come to Comic-Con every year.
I think it's taught me a lesson in patience, because for the longest time I was really confused about the show, and I didn't get it, and I was really frustrated with that, and now I get it. So and there's so much more to get to from this point. They're like, that it's just.
You used to just be pissed off.
No, I used to be just so angry.
I love that.
What's this? Like, I don't understand this. Just come on. Like D. Bradley Baker would be saying to me, like, just shut up and cry in your bag of money and relax. And I'd be like, oh, okay, all right. And of course, it was. I mean, it's shocking how incredibly huge.
Now season 7, I come in and John is levitating above his chair.
Yeah. Hello, everybody.
It was frustrating. If you just read the dialogue, it's like.
Yeah.
No.
The thing that frustrated me the most is the way they have the script out. There's no stage direction, so you're really kind of in the dark about what's going on. It's just like the lines, they're numbered, and that's it. And it's just like, all right.
Luckily, we had a little storyboard up, though.
Yeah, they put a storyboard up and be like, okay, that's what's going on.
On the other side of the glass, he's like, okay, well, actually, what's happening right now is you're flying through the air, riding on a demon.
Yeah.
And he throws you off. Oh,
That's why.
Okay.
That's why this
That's why
line.
I'm randomly going, ah.
Yeah.
I'm sort of a pain in their ass because I actually asked if they send me like a paper story. There are things like 500 pages. 500 pages. So like, you know, they have to like messenger the thing to my house. You know, here the storyboard truck is here. Beep beep beep.
I can't do it. Save it.
And I read it, you know, because if you just look at it, the lines isolated on a piece of paper where it's just like, you know, it's just the dialogue. Like John said, no stage direction,
so
no.
weird.
You don't know what you're saying, you know what I mean? So it's like, I got to sit down and woodshed with this thing, especially if it's a big Ice King episode.
Studying
like,
for an SAT exam.
it
It's like,
really is,
really?
'cause you-
Seriously?
it's
I gotta call Kaplan's?
It's like if I was doing, well, if I was in a movie where
Frame
like
by
you were doing a
frame
character
by
that had
frame.
this Betty, you know, if I was in a movie where a character had that kind of stuff to do and those kind of transitions, you better read the script, you know what I mean? Because you're going to be doing some stuff that's not like like run. It's not like a usual cartoon.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
it's,
yeah.
it's like heavy. You can't just lock in because it's heavier stuff.
So Adventure Time's a little bit unique because for you guys, your characters don't necessarily follow a really linear path for each episode. Storylines don't necessarily always cross. You can be doing anything. How is that as an experience for you guys where they'll take the characters really different directions like that for you guys? Even the way that they draw them and how they look, pushing styles.
I love my style. I just saw the new Martian episode and she was channeling like
She's rocking it, man.
She was channeling Danny Zuko or something, but
That's funny.
it's cool because I mean, it's so obscure and they can have like these really deep episodes and these really just like lighthearted, fun episodes, and that's kind of how everybody is. Like you were saying, or maybe you were saying it. I don't know, but
If it was smart, I didn't say it.
It's how the real world is. Like people have bad days and they have good days, and you know.
And you go through random crazy trials in your life, like losing an arm and getting it back.
Regenerating.
I had somebody come up to me yesterday and tell me about how she had a friend of hers that passed away last year that was sick. I think heart disease or something sad. But she was like, you know, I got to tell you though, we watched Adventure Time together all the time, and it would cheer him up and bring him out of the dumps. And I want to thank you for that. And it's just, I don't know. There are parallels to life in this show that are for real, and people connect with that all the time, more than I imagine. And then when somebody comes up to me and says something like that, I'm just like, wow, that's heavy. That's.
It's amazing to think how like out there and crazy and unconventional the show is, but then how much it relates to everybody.
Yeah.
That's a great point. It's like, you know, at first look, like, you know, if you're somebody that just wanders in and starts watching like a season 7 episode of Adventure Time, you go, what is this? You know, but you got to let yourself enter the world a little bit, and it's a rewarding it's a rewarding study, you know, if you care to. Actually, I think it still works as kind of random comedy if you just watch an episode here and there. It's not like you have to be totally immersed, but you know, it is a whole world with a lot of moving parts, and the better you understand how they work together. And I love that it's got the tragedy and the comedy together, like stuff that's deep. You know, hey, you know, whatever you want to say about Star Wars, it ain't freaking funny. You know what I mean? Where the banking council, people sitting around in the Senate room are, you know, it's like God, this is boring. But like, you know, Adventure Time, it's got the, you know, there's sadness and there's knockabout comedy, and also like I can't think of other cartoons where you could do episodes where the main characters never appear. Like the world is so rich that like you can show, it's Adventure Time with Finn and Jake, you can do an occasional episode without Finn and Jake in it and people don't freak out.
Yeah.
Like they're like, we're gonna do an episode
what
about
happened to them? No, they're like, oh, this is.
I hate it when Finn and Jake are.
Yeah.
It's like okay, this one's gonna be
This
about
is an
cinnamon
interesting-
bun.
Yeah, this is an interesting
you know,
rest
starchy
stop
or whatever.
off the freeway of the land of Ooh.
Yeah,
you know?
they know Finn and Jake are gonna be back. You know, and
Yeah.
I think it gives the writers. You know, fun exercise in concentrating on other characters. But I'm saying any character in this show could pretty much be a lead character because they're all so well
And
thought
the
out.
fans are so like emotionally invested, even in these small characters that might only have 2 episodes.
And
Or
these
these
guys
ones
think
that might
about
only
it.
be on screen for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But that all comes from Pendleton. You know, that's all Pendleton Ward. And then, you know, he was smart enough and probably a little bit lucky enough to find this team of like-minded people who get it, you know what I mean? And they've got him covered, you know, they're, you know, Adam Mudo and Ken Osborne over there, you know. They're stewards, you know, they're very serious about being the stewards of this universe, you know.
So Finn's been going through a lot of changes this season.
Physically, mentally, I mean.
Yeah. Did you ever think he would ever hook up with LSP?
That happened.
Do you try to wash
Oh my
that
glob.
out?
Oh my glob, really?
I didn't even know that happened.
I didn't even know that happened either.
Did that really happen?
I guess so.
It did happen. Actually, the internet kind of freaked out because she was a little aggressive and they were accusing her of raping Finn.
See, that's what I was saying over there. If I'm not in the episodes, sometimes I don't see them. You know, and it's
I'm
like,
like, wow, really? Seriously? Oh my God, he touched me!
Finn and LSP swung.
Wow.
I think did they make out or something?
It was implied a little
Finn
bit
gets
more
around.
happened.
He
Nothing.
really
No,
does.
didn't happen.
It was the B episode.
No, didn't happen. No, Finn got standards.
Oh, snap.
What is that supposed to be?
Deny.
Denied.
That's what guys do. When you get caught. Hey, did you go home with that girl? No!
It wasn't me.
What? It wasn't.
I think the only
saw you
girl
leaving the bar
Finn
with her.
won't ever be able to get is Marceline.
Oh,
She's
snap.
too good for him.
Challenge accepted.
Lumpy
She's an older
space
woman
princess.
Yeah.
God.
Finn's just like, you know,
Much older.
he's doing that
Hundreds of
stage
years
where he's got
older.
like aimless emotions and there's no lady figure, so he's like trying to figure all that out. But I think he'll kind of get it together. He just needs a new girlfriend. I'm on the train that Finn needs
Trying to
a
get over
girlfriend.
Flame Princess.
Yeah. He needs to move on. He needs to get a new love. There's plenty of princesses in the world. I mean, there's got to be some other.
There's Muscle Princess.
Yeah.
Hey, Finn, what's going on? Creepy.
Hey, tranny princess.
Yeah.
It's hormone treatment princess. HTP. Kind of in the middle. She's kind of in the middle of it.
Like Manny Faces from He-Man just turns around.
Oh, that's great. Well, we've already got a toy set up. Let's get this in motion here.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I think Finn will probably circle back around to Princess Bubblegum. I think
It's always going to be his first love.
that's his first love. First love is the strongest love, so I think he'll circle back around to that.
First love is the strongest.
You know, they'll both be married to other people and stuff, and then they'll reconnect on Facebook and won't be able to resist trying to catch that wave from when they were teenagers again.
Catch the wave.
Those were the days.
Oh man. Funny.
With it, you know, it's been going, you know, 7 seasons in. Not to say it's going to happen, but how would you guys like to see Adventure Time cap off or end? Going off on the high note.
I want it to keep going.
Yeah.
I don't want it to ever end.
Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah,
Just in case it happens.
I don't want it to. No. I don't want any of the shows that I'm on to end.
I wouldn't even know, like,
I'd be lost.
I know,
without it.
right?
as of now, I don't think it's at a place where it's anywhere near ending, so, like, saying, like, you know, what would you think would be the ending? I have no
Well,
clue.
you know, obviously everything comes to an end. Nothing goes on
will.
indefinitely. So when Adventure Time, if it ever runs its course or something in years to come, you know, I hope it goes out on a high note. But I don't know that anything that's as big as Adventure Time seems to be getting really ever totally goes away. I mean, look at Ninja Turtles. Look at My Little Pony. Look at Scooby-Doo. SpongeBob's still going. Stuff reaches a certain level, and I think it's kind of always out there in the ether, and it might go away for a little while before some kid that's watching Adventure Time in his house right now reboots it, in some media form yet to be invented in 20 years.
Yeah.
It's like it never really goes away. I
Some
think
live action motion picture.
I just hope that if the show does come to an end, that it comes full circle.
Yep.
That all the questions are answered.
Yeah.
I hope that.
so. It's not like a Lost kind of.
I don't want the
finale.
show to go out on a what? Just an awful slide like that. That would stink. I would want it to be planned out. Like everybody goes, okay, this is the end of the story, and sure we could pick up from that end of the story. But
it's funny. Like Penn is such a video game guy, and like right now it's like this universe is like this gameplay with like a million different like paths and outcomes and doors you can walk through and characters you can concentrate on, and
so it's his own D&D cartoon.
Yeah, so I don't think I don't know. I've never asked him, but I don't know that Pendleton has thought about what happens when you beat all the levels. Of Adventure Time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What happens? What happens when you get to the end of the Pac-Man boards?
I don't think he knows either.
Yeah, because I think he's still creating. He's still in the flow. He's still amazed at the ride as well.
Also, there's like just endless possibilities as far as like the geography of
The land of Ooh.
Yeah, because like Ooh is like they said Ooh is like one continent on this planet.
Yeah, you don't see that much of the world, really. I mean,
No, you really don't,
It's like Ooh is just like going to North America.
Yeah.
Go to other places. They can go to space more. I think we might be going to space at some point soon.